Live from the Canadian capital, this is the GBN Television News. GBN, covering you from the Grenadine Island chain to Brooklyn, New York, via the World Wide Web on www.gbn.gd.
The news headlines is brought to you compliments GUT Credit Union.
I'm reaching my dreams with GUT. They're the ones for me. I'm reaching my dreams with GUT. They're the ones for me. Since 1983, they've been serving the country, and we like all their financing, giving the people what they want, what they need, what they love. Come and join the family that's here for you all the way, from birth to graduation, your first job to your home and your car through your golden years.
The GT Credit Union has been actively supporting nation building through its many sponsorships and the programs including financial literacy quiz, Pass the Torch Calypso program, junior cooperatives in secondary schools, CPEA, and the TAMCC grants. The credit union has helped many people make their dreams come true. Let them help you with yours. You don't have to be a teacher to be a member. So what are you waiting for?
GUT Credit Union, it's where you belong.
This is the GBN Television News for Friday, February 19th, 2021. I'm Trellona Charles. In the headlines tonight, Hermitage resident Keon Joseph charged with arson following a domestic dispute. 300 public officers received COVID-19 vaccination. AstraZeneca with few reporting mild side effects. Hope St. Louis prepares to undergo corrective surgery for toe walking. Another offer rejected by trade unions following Friday's meeting with the Labor Commissioner. PWU says they want their salary increase by May, while government says payment by December. Beverly has the sports and around the globe.
Coming up in Around the Globe, frontliners have begun receiving the first shots of the AstraZeneca COVID-19 vaccine in St. Lucia, and former director of the Environmental Protection Agency in Guyana believes ExxonMobil should be shut down. And in sports, Prime Minister Dr. Keith Mitchell pays a visit to the Willis playing field, while coordinator of the sports, Carolyn Peters, gives a progress report on the developments.
Details right after this message.
Get high making money moves with the NLA's new Aces High Scratch game with 4 chances to win. Beat the dealer's card to win the prize shown. Reveal an A symbol. And just like that, you are automatically a winner. Scratch away to win the top prize of $10,000. Win easy with Scratch. Must be 18 or older to play.
Good evening. This is GBN's News at 7. Just one day after fire completely engulfed a house in Maryborough St. Andrew, another one went up in flames in Hermitage St. Patrick. Police have since arrested and charged 36-year-old Keon Joseph for the offense of arson. Details in this report.
The reason given for the country's latest house fire, which occurred Friday morning in Hermitage St. Patrick, is a broken relationship. Police say 36-year-old Kevin Joseph of Hermitage St. Patrick was arrested and charged for the offense of arson. Preliminary investigations suggests that this incident stemmed from a domestic dispute. Joseph is in police custody and will make his first court appearance on Monday, 22nd February 2021 at the Grenville Magistrates Court. A Facebook post on Friday morning believed to be that of the suspect read, and I quote, "So just imagine a man and a woman work, build a house together, and as the house is about to finish, the woman wants to get rid of the man. But the worst part of it is the law, who doesn't know nothing, still wants to give the woman everything. No consideration for the man. This got to stop." Unquote. In an amateur video provided to GBN, one woman, believed to be the homeowner, can be heard lamenting about the devastation. Police statistics show a decrease in structural fires in 2020 as compared to 2019. 51 in 2019 down to 42 in 2020. These fires are believed to have occurred as a result of electrical problems. Christina John, GBN News.
Since the rollout of the COVID-19 vaccination AstraZeneca, more than 300 public officers have been vaccinated, with only a few reports of mild side effects. Health officials are now preparing to vaccinate other frontline workers in the battle against the COVID-19 pandemic.
As of 3 p.m. Thursday, Grenada recorded 315 people who received the COVID-19 vaccination AstraZeneca. Nurses, doctors, and health wardens in Grenada were the first to receive their dose of vaccination shots as of Monday at the General Hospital. Permanent Secretary responsible for hospital services, Hannah St. Paul, said so far there have been a few reports of common but mild side effects of the vaccine.
Well, as with every other vaccine, Ms. Pierre, there are side effects, and every medication there are side effects. So we are educating persons of the mild symptoms that is going to be experienced as a result of vaccination, which is the usual soreness from the site of the vaccine or in the arm, that's where you take the vaccine, the fever, and we are getting some reports of some headaches. But they are very mild, and we realize that after home management with your Panadol, rest, and rehydration has worked very well and minimized the symptoms, and people are well within hours.
The PS said the response to the COVID-19 vaccine has been welcoming.
We have the ordinary persons, as we would say, because right now we're doing healthcare professionals, but we are getting these persons calling in and requesting their vaccines. So we are looking forward to introducing the vaccines to the rest of Grenada very soon, because we realize that there is a want, I would say, for the vaccine based on the interest that has been expressed.
Mrs. St. Paul says as of next week, essential workers such as police officers, airport personnel, and garbage collectors will receive the jab.
At the moment, we are doing the frontline workers, and that we have a site up at the hospital. From next week, we are moving to our essential workers. So we are speaking about our police officers, airport workers, our hotel workers, our solid waste personnel. These sort of persons, we will be moving to them from next week. Carriacou on Wednesday, we have scheduled our visit for Carriacou on Wednesday. Everything goes well, and at Carriacou we'll be offering the vaccines to everyone, because you know Carriacou has a small population there. So and we are here on mainland, so you know you can't go back and forth so often. So we are going to try to capture as much people there as possible.
Grenada received 2 shipments of AstraZeneca amounting to 6,000 vaccines between the 10th and 11th of February at the Maurice Bishop International Airport. For GBN News, I'm Rena Pear reporting.
While attorney at law Derek Sylvester awaits a response from the Royal Grenada Police Force seeking to legally represent Evan Smith in his criminal matter against Sarah Hatton and Donald Kavanagh, the civil aspect of his case against the couple goes to court next Thursday, February 25th. Christina John attended a press conference earlier today and has this report.
The state is presently the legal representative of Evan Smith in a criminal matter brought against Sarah Hatton and Donald Kavanagh in an alleged assault incident in Fort Judy last June. However, following the court's decision to adjourn the matter until July 26th, following Monday's court appearance, the wife of Evan Smith, Nicole Smith, expressed her frustration with the manner in which the prosecution was representing her husband and wanted private legal representation. Reason for the criminal case adjournment was due to inadequate time to examine the contents of the files, which was presented to the defense attorney on the morning of the last hearing. Attorney at law Derek Sylvester, who represents Evan Smith in a civil aspect of the case against the couple, explained to reporters on Friday his attempt to represent his client in the criminal matter.
Is representing her in the criminal matter, so the prosecution department is representing her. So my request was met with silence. So I have no locus standi, I have no standing in the criminal matter. Hence the reason why I was not there. And I do not intend to be there unless permission is given to me. the Commissioner of Police really is the complainant in the matter. He is representing the interest of Mr. Evan Smith. So for an attorney to be involved in that matter, they must get from the prosecution department what is called a fiat from the DPP. So permission to be involved in the criminal matter for the purpose of prosecuting or to be affiliated with it. So I have no authority there. So even though I made a request, since July last year, I got no answer.
As it relates to the civil aspect of the case, Sylvester is optimistic there will be a speedy resolution.
In this matter, we have filed a civil case. A civil matter was filed on the 1st of July 2020. Then an amended claim was filed on the 21st day of August 2020. A defense was filed by the Governor's attorney on the 29th of December 2020, and a reply on the 8th of October 2020. The matter is listed for hearing. It was listed for hearing on the 28th day of January 2021. The attorney requested an adjournment. That's the attorney for the defendants. He was out of the state, and the matter is now adjourned to next week, Thursday, the 25th of February.
Hutton and Kavanagh was sued for multiple things: assault and battery, trespass to chattel, among other losses.
The matter is for compensation, for civil compensation. So what is coming up on Thursday is there's an application to appoint 4 doctors as experts: a dentist, a psychologist, a neurosurgeon, and another specialist. So that is the application that's coming up on Thursday, and possibly directions for trial. That's in relation to the civil matter, but the civil matter has moved on speedily because pleadings are closed in relation to the civil matter. Mr. Smith cannot speak very well, so we want to expedite this matter as much as possible.
Evan Smith was allegedly assaulted by an Irish couple in Fort Judy last June. Governors were placed on $10,000 bail each. Christina John, GBN News.
In December 2020, the family of Hope St. Louis of Laborie St. Paul's sought the public's assistance to finance surgery to correct a medical condition termed toe walking. Grenadians at home and in the diaspora extended a helping hand, and 2 months later, she is preparing to undergo surgery. Rena Pear brings you the good news of hope.
They are tucked away in the nooks and crannies of Grenada, waiting to be told. GBN digs deep, uncovers the untold stories. We are GBN, covering Grenada's untold stories. GBN leads, the others follow.
Most of you may remember the story of 4-year-old Hope Louisanne of Laborie St. George, who suffers from the medical condition called toe walking. GBN aired her story in December as her family was seeking financial assistance to get her surgery done. Today, we speak to Hope's grandmother to give us the good news.
I have to say thank you to everyone because we have raised the funds that we are looking for, and we have even got extra promises. Her surgery is due to be done next week, Thursday, the 25th of February, and we're hoping for the best with everything, that the surgery will be successful and that we will get her walking, running like a normal little girl, like any other child. The first initial recovery step will be 6 weeks. So after the 6 weeks, we will know exactly how long we'll be from there. But the initial thing is that she'll be done, at least she would not be able to move about for the first 6 weeks after the surgery.
After the story was aired, what was it like, the calls, the old pro, what was it like for you?
We started receiving calls, you could say, about 2 minutes after it was aired. So persons started pouring out the gifts, the promises, prayers. Financially, persons were given, we receive financial assistance from persons here as well as abroad. I know we as a people are generous, but I did not expect. It was sort of surprising how quickly and how generous our people were, especially with the COVID times, and many persons are unemployed and so, but everybody, the outpouring from our people was good. Grenadians, we supported, and we have to say thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
And wait for the camera. Hope's grandmother, Ketisha Lewis Modus, promises to keep us up to date on Hope's progress. For GBN News, I am Rena Pear reporting.
This is news at 7. Coming up, if you watched the video on social media with a dog being dragged mercilessly on the road and wondered what happened to it, stick around to find out. Stay with us.
There's a reason we have been here to serve you for the past 40 years. A reason we have continued to grow. A reason we have continued to celebrate. That reason is you. We have been here to help you plan for your future and here to help you celebrate your achievements. We continue to be here even when the future seems unclear, because one thing is certain: you're the reason we care.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Your hard work, talent, and creativity, plus Flow, equals more ways to chase your dreams. Flow is connecting all of Grenada, from Point Salines to Hillsborough, with the most reliable connection on the island. So now everyone can work, study, and keep moving forward together. Visit discoverflow.co for more information.
Tropical shipping is fast and reliable, always on time, safe and affordable. Friendly staff here to connect you. Tropical worldwide, you must get you. Shop online and you get it on time. Hassle free to meet your deadline. Consolidate any size, any load with tropical shipping, so we ship everything. I can't wait to ship with tropical. I can't wait. No package too big, too small. I cannot wait to ship with tropical. No package too big, too small. Just ship with tropical.
Local agents, George F. Huggins and Company, Grenada Limited. A telephone number 440-8787, or visit our website at www.tropical.com. Email us at grenadasales@tropical.com. Tropical Shipping, committed to island life.
When I need shelter, warmth, security, I know you'll be there. Something in these moments lets me know you care. Maybe the way you shield me, maybe it's your smiles and the way you tell me it's okay to try. Now I'm invincible. I can pack my sack, I can take the long road, 'cause it's okay to look back if I am scared. Know you're there. Arise, together there's no limit to what we can do. Arise, with no wings, fly. Arise, and we're so high, enjoy the view. Arise, look, no wings, fly.
This is Ariza. Your financial freedom, your future.
Brace yourselves, because
on Sunday, February 28th from 6 p.m.
get set for another massive Wackety Virtual Bingo!
The Backyard Edition.
And this time you can win a whopping $20,000!
Are you kidding me right now?
No joke, $20,000 US! And tickets are only $20 US in Grenada. Tickets are available at gotofed.com or numerous box offices island-wide, or at our main office on Grove Street Mall.
If you're overseas, tickets are only available on gotofed.com.
Remember,
this time we're playing in our backyards.
So it's gonna be more fun and more excitement. Sunday, February 28th. Get ready for Wackety Virtual Bingo,
the new way to play bingo.
GBN leads, the others follow. This segment is brought to you by Republic Bank.
There's a reason we have been here to serve you for the past 40 years. A reason we have continued to grow. A reason we have continued to celebrate. That reason is you. We have been here to help you plan for your future and here to help you celebrate your achievements. We continue to be here even when the future seems unclear, because one thing is certain: you're the reason we care.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Welcome back. Since the onset of the COVID-19 pandemic, schools around the globe, including schools in Grenada, have resorted to technology-aided learning. The Grenada Christian Academy hosted its first ever Tech Day, aimed at equipping students and teachers with knowledge that will help them navigate various aspects of technology that they have come to rely on. The Grenada Christian Academy, located in Pearl St. Andrew, kicked off its first ever Tech Day initiative on Friday. The first of the two-day experience included presentations from 3 speakers who focused on various technology-related topics. Data and security presented by Mr. Jarvis Dabrio, social media by Mr. Kimron Corian, and law and technology by Detective Sergeant Francisca Noel. Principal of the school, Mrs. Catherine King, said the idea came to her years ago when she noted the increase in the use of devices among the student population.
The idea of the Tech Day actually came a few years ago, somewhere between 2016-2017, when I saw the number of students who were obsessed with gadgets. They constantly came to the school with gadgets, and they came to do negative things, in that taking off of PTs, watching porn, etc., etc. And because I recognize that the gadgets can be used positively, I threw it out to staff that we need to have a Tech Day where children would understand that the gadgets do have a purpose and they can use it positively.
She said the initiative is very important, given the issuance of devices to every student and the dependence by teachers and students on technology.
There were other students who did not have gadgets. So with the students getting the devices and teachers getting the devices, I thought it's a good time to capitalize on that. Additionally, it has been part of the school's development plan for a number of years now. So we seize the opportunity, the fact that everybody now has a gadget. We want to get the students to understand that they can use technology in a very positive way.
Mrs. King said given the unpredictable state of in-person classes, it is the best time to ensure that students are well equipped with the relevant information.
One, we have the COVID to deal with. We don't know when another case is going to come up, and when the students would have to remain home again. Additionally, we also have the issue that is going on with public workers, teachers, government, etc. So the use of the devices, it's really in place here for us, and with the students now getting a clear understanding as to how to use the devices, what they should and what they should not. I think launching the Tech Day, it's really appropriate. It's a timely launching for us, considering those 2 issues that we're dealing with.
Day 2 of the initiative will occur on Monday, where all classes will be executed only using technological devices by both students and teachers.
If you think you're getting it for free, the companies are actually using your data as the commodity that is being traded. And your data is valuable.
Union representatives for teachers across Grenada met with Labour Commissioner Cyrus Griffith and members of the government team on Friday to discuss the way forward on the recent disputes surrounding the outstanding 4% salary increase due to public officers. President of the Grenada Union of Teachers, Marvin Andal, told GBN that government maintains that the present revenue collection is not sufficient to pay the 4% salary increase. He said government offered to make the payments at the end of 2021, a proposal that was rejected by the union.
The duty acknowledged that there was a drop in revenue collection. However, the union retorted that the extent of the decline in revenue was significantly inflated, and that the claim that the decline in revenue amassed to 50% was not accurate. The government's team gave the date on or before the end of December 2021 as a payment date. The duties team rejected that proposal and requested that the revenue situation be reviewed at the end of March 2021 to consider the payment on or before the end of May 2021.
Foreign Affairs Minister Oliver Joseph led the government's negotiating team and requested that the union ceases all industrial action. And I'll disclose the union's response.
The Honourable Oliver Joseph, who led the government's team, indicated that the union's proposal will be taken to Cabinet for consideration. The minister suggested that the union should call off its industrial action. The minister was reminded of the section dealing with dispute resolution in the agreement, which read, "No part of this section shall be interpreted to mean that either party cannot be engaged in any form of industrial action for the furtherance of the cause, whether in whole or in part or in solidarity at any stage, save and except during the process of arbitration."
The Grenada Union of Teachers on Friday participated in their third protest march in Grenville St. Andrew and the town of St. George. A video showing a female dragging a dog on a leash in an inhumane manner caught the attention of the Grenada Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals. The Royal Grenada Police Force is now looking for the culprits responsible for the near-death experience of a puppy that was left unconscious about a week ago. Chrislina John has the details.
A video went viral of an individual pulling a puppy along the street almost lifeless in the past week. This sparked outrage among some members of the public. However, the quick response of some locals who informed the GSPCA the animal's life was saved. Luana Levy, current president of the GSPCA, says Valentina, as she has been named, appeared limp when she was found, as she was unconscious for about 2 hours.
Not released, but I actually have the puppy here. We received the first video, and the second video that came to me 2 days later, I was able to recognize where the puppy was released. The puppy wasn't moving, but that was Sunday evening. I decided to go down and see if I could possibly find the puppy, and met a great group of individuals who said, yes, the puppy actually did come to and he's around, and they were able to find him for me, and it's a she. She's now here. Her name is Valentina. Are still working with the police to try and locate the individual who did that.
There is a saying that goes like this: the upholder is worse than the thief. Well, the GSPCA president is implying such based on the reaction of the people in the video. She says these situations should not be taken lightly.
But also, you know, the people who actively share stuff like this on social media, the people who think it's funny to have a dog hanging by a leash. It's not funny. It is animal abuse. And just as if you share with a laugh, not with a caring mind, like we have to do something about it, you're just as guilty as that person. So I do urge the public that, you know, if there is abuse, again, we are a small base here, and we do the best we can. But do your part in terms of, I always say, be kind to animals, be responsible owners, and a saying from our previous president, love your animals.
With people now losing their jobs, under a lot more pressure, and finding it difficult to provide for their animals, she believes this presents an avenue for animal abuse.
Fortunately, we do see a lot of abuse in Grenada, as I think it's worldwide, animal abuse. So much so recently, I can talk about a recent event as of last week, but have we seen an increase in abuse? I wouldn't say reported. I would say that our level of abuse reports has remained constant. However, one abuse report is one too many.
She says in the past, people have been brought to court and charged for animal cruelty. Chrislina John, GBN News.
And now we turn our attention to what has been creating a buzz on social media. Let's take a look around the platforms.
This is Social Buzz, where we shine a light on the thoughts and concerns of our online audience. The garbage pile in 4 roads in the town of St. George has concerned residents in the area for a while. Residents said rats can be spotted everywhere at nights and that other garbage has been picked up from bins nearby, but not in the area of concern. Meanwhile, a representative from the Solid Waste Management Authority says they have cleaned the area many times, but the garbage returns. Our online audience gave their opinions on the situation. Lewis commented, "But we put our garbage out for collectors to collect. Isn't that why our utility bills have a special pay for them? Are we then expected to travel to the landfill to dispose our garbage by ourselves while our bills reflect the deduction for them? This is town and the truck should pass more often. It's only obvious. I think that's just common sense." Kellon commented, "What is the renowned and so-called knowledgeable and caring Minister of Health doing about that? Or even the Minister for the town of St. George? Leptospirosis will soon be on the rise in St. George's. This situation deserves urgent attention. A rat-infested town is extremely dangerous." Another individual commented, "Grenada's government needs to put some heavy $1,000 fines against excessive dumping of garbage in these areas. It's a problem that we have been dealing with for years. Government needs to start imprisoning those who dump their garbage too excessively. It is unacceptable. We need to find people who are creating problems with excessive dumping." And Michael commented, "Interestingly, fingers are pointed at the collectors and not the ones that put it there. How does one expect the collectors to pick that up on their regular run? A different type of truck is needed for that. Hence, you are asked to make arrangements for bulky items." That's it for tonight's Social Buzz. If you would like to have your thoughts and concerns shared, be sure to comment on GBN's Facebook page. From the thought process to the visual impact, it's time to take a peek through the GBN eyesore lens.
A good eye captures all. GBN Eyesore is brought to you by Clear Vision.
You know us, but we knew. You feel at home with every visit. An experienced team offering personalized courtier service and trendy brand name lifestyle products. We're changing the vision care landscape one customer at a time. Clear Vision Eye Center.
Feed. Send us your photo and video submissions via WhatsApp on 405-3052 or our other social media platforms.
Ahead, poultry producers encouraged to stand firm as they proceed to increase the prices of their products. This is News at 7.
A message by the Grenada Distillers Limited.
You want a hand sanitizer to do 3 things: kill germs, be gentle, and to go where you go. You can get all of that in our hand sanitizer. Hard on germs, gentle on hands, affordable. Remember, hand sanitizers contain alcohol. Keep away from heat and flames and avoid contact with eyes. Available at retailers island-wide.
A message by the Grenada Distillers Limited.
What are you looking for? Top quality copy paper, linen paper, bond paper maybe, or lunch bags, maybe a gift set, or maybe you're just not sure. Then visit us today. K&R Bookstore. We are so much more than your regular bookstore. Visit us at the corner of Scotch and Young Street, or give us a call 420-5307 or 321-3500. K&R Bookstore. Convenience, quality, excellent prices.
How going on, boy?
Hey, good old things.
Hey, Daisy.
Yeah.
Boy, in line, boy. Your house looking a real good day.
Boy, it's thanks to the hard-working and professional staff at the Housing Authority of Grenada. They handled me real nice. They did my plan, they did the construction, and I didn't even have to worry about a thing. They were there with me every step of the way, supervising the job, asking me about my concerns, giving me feedback as the house took shape. They were there from start to finish, and even put the keys in the palm of my hand. I give them an A++ for customer service.
Oh, it's people from housing bad, boy.
Boy, not bad. Excellent. If you're thinking about constructing your home, why not consult the Housing Authority of Grenada? You could visit them right down in the Sandino complex, or give them a call, 440-1015 or 440-1016. Or check out their website, hag473.com. They go handle you. They go jog your blocks, they go draw your plan, they go tote your materials. Hey man, where you going? The Housing Authority of Grenada is your choice for affordable housing and a stress-free construction experience.
Hills and Valley Pharmacy offers both wholesale and retail pharmaceutical and over-the-counter products. We have the most competitive and affordable prices. We are the agents for Vit Plus multivitamin for healthy everyday lifestyle and Sanatogen powder. Hills and Valley Pharmacy supplies the best quality, name brand clinical products such as Rescue Oil, Bio Oil, Neutrogena, Aveeno, and Clarisil. We offer the most convenient opening hours. Our telephone numbers are 435-6904 or 6903. Remember, at Hills and Valley Pharmacy, your health is our business. We care.
Now open, Hills & Valley Medicare Center, your one-stop for medical supplies, massage therapy, physiotherapy, and an in-house physician. At Hills & Valley, your health is our business.
We understand it can be hard getting from the bus terminal to the Kirani James Athletic Stadium just to get your fresh fruits and veggies. But guess what? Your troubles are over. Enjoy a free bus shuttle from the bus terminal to the temporary market at the Kirani James Stadium
every Friday and Saturday until the end of March.
Let us buy local, eat local, and support our local market vendors.
This is GBN. We've got the means, the power, and the medium. This segment is brought to you by Flow.
Paying is faster and easier with Flow FastPay. Use your MasterCard or Visa and pay from anywhere. Log on to discoverflow.co/fastpay and press Consumer. Select your country and enter your account number. Enter the amount to be paid and an email address. Enter your credit card information. You'll receive a payment confirmation with the transaction details, along with a receipt to your email address. It's fast, safe, and easy. Flow, keeping you connected.
Welcome back. Huggins Grenada has piloted the first digital EC cash transaction in the ECCU. The historic transaction was done in partnership with the Eastern Caribbean Central Bank. We get the details in this report.
Another bold step in the advancement of digital technology has been made in the Eastern Caribbean Currency Union as George F. Huggins and Company, Grenada Limited, became the first company in history to carry out a financial transaction using the ECCB's digital EC dollars or D-Cash. Under the watchful gaze of shoppers, Chief Executive Officer of Huggins, Mrs. Anya Chowchong, completed the historic digital transaction at the company's Foodland Supermarket on Kirani James Boulevard on Friday.
Digital Eastern Caribbean Dollar Pilot Project. Today, we'll be carrying out two transactions, the first ever in Grenada. The first transaction, I'll be topping up my digital wallet, so it'll be a merchant to wallet transfer. And then I'll be making a purchase using digital EC dollars.
She became the first person in the Union and in Grenada ever to use the first digital currency.
Okay, so we're ready to do the transaction. I have Miss Janita Paisidi, store manager, and Mr. Trent Graham, who's going to be the first cashier in history to ever do a transaction using digital Eastern Caribbean dollars. Ms. Paisidi, good afternoon. I would like to top up my DXCD wallet, please. I have $100. And I would like to use that to fill it in. So I'm going to log into my account and I'm going to request a specific amount, in this case 100 EC dollars. So I'm typing it in, confirming the amount, and now we have to share the request code. So Ms. Paisidi is going to scan my request code. There you go. And we have it. I'm going to hit done because that has been requested. And now my top-up is pending.
Huggins is part of a wider pilot program spearheaded by the ECCB to begin the rollout of its D-Cash program in Grenada and several other Eastern Caribbean territories. Governor of the Eastern Caribbean Central Bank, Timothy Antoine, says this transaction is a major milestone in their mission to place D-Cash in the hands of the people of the Eastern Caribbean Currency Union. I am Gerald Joseph for GBN News.
President of the Grenada Association of Poultry Producers, Jason Phillip, is encouraging his members to stand firm as they proceed with increased prices in wholesale chicken and eggs.
We are currently, as the association, asking our farmers to hold strain and to be very resilient. We know that farmers are currently worried that with the proposed increases in the sale of their products, that there will be less consumption of this, meaning that our farmers will have product left on hand. We know that our egg producers are currently in a quandary because there is somewhat of a glut of eggs on the market, which has now resumed. And to have an increase in the price, it's not going to be easy for our farmers to make it through this process.
The recommended price increases were announced to poultry farmers earlier this week, directly resulting from Caribbean agro-industries forging ahead with increases in animal feed and flour. Phillip, at the time, had made a plea to government to step in and find a resolution soon. Stay with us. The weather and sports is up next.
We support you at every stage of your life.
For business,
for your education,
for your financial freedom,
for that new ride.
Upgrade your life with the Communal. Contact us today.
Do you know what time it is? You guessed right, it's detox time again. At Nirvana Natural Health Clinic, Detox Center and Natural Health Store. Purchase our 7-day cleansing pack for only $500. Includes everything you need for a complete total body cleanse. Cleanse your blood, kidney, liver, and colon. This cleanse will help you lighten up and get rid of the excess. Also available are our special product Detox Combo Pack for only $100. Try our single detox products starting from $40. Check us out now. Belmont St. George's, close to the Fall Edge area, or call us on 231-6642, 449-7753, or 418-7115. Nirvana Natural Health Clinic, Detox Center, and Natural Health Store. Detox, your way to health.
Faces, sweet exotic fruits, fresh veggies, local spices. Just what you find when exploring our bustling Grenadian markets on Fridays and Saturdays. That is why GBN, Maggie, and Just Cool Media have teamed up with the Ministry of Works to bring you Maggie Market Vibes. Meet the people that feed us, clothe us, and keep the economy going. Plus, get your Maggie seasonings and other products weekly at the best prices. Maggie Market Vibes, live from markets across the island. Saturdays from 9 to 11 a.m. on GBN television and social media platforms. Maggie Market Vibes. Your Saturdays are about to be turned up.
But you know, Scholar, before you come up here, I sit down thinking, you know, and nowadays, you know, when man ain't feeling well, they're sick and they have something happened to them. When you go by a doctor, it's all kind of Dicillin and Dactylin, Penicillin and Maxillin, all kind of this kind of lean on them.
Nah, partner. Man, them have this a gas bar. One piece of gas. So what you do? Man say you buy Pepto-Bismol, you buy Eno, you buy Andrew.
So why didn't
gas bars?
So why didn't tell him take a dose of antiba?
So why you believe I tell him? I tell him man take a dose of antiba.
Well, the problems are.
The problems are.
I mean, those things work, and they worked well, you.
Very, very, very well.
They work well.
Those were the days. Join us
this Friday on
the culture to know more about Basilicum, Oltis, Antipa, Asi Fesita.
Keeping an eye on the weather, this is GBN. We've got you covered.
This is the weather for tonight and the next few days. Tonight's minimum temperature is expected to be 23 degrees Celsius. The weather is partly cloudy with a few light early morning showers. Winds east-northeasterly at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Seas moderate to rough, waves 7 feet in open water. Warning, a marine advisory remains in effect. Tides low at 5:41 p.m., high at 11 p.m. On Saturday, the weather is expected to be generally fair and hazy. On Sunday, it's expected to be fair to partly cloudy and hazy. And on Monday, partly cloudy and hazy with light morning showers.
Good evening, sporting fans. Prime Minister Dr. Keith Mitchell paid a visit to the Willis playing field this week to witness firsthand the developments that has been ongoing in recent months. In 2020, upgrades to the playing field began in earnest, and Prime Minister Mitchell says he's pleased with the progress made thus far.
Well, I think the most important thing is that to notice that this area, New Hampshire, has historically produced a lot of excellent sports people, and the facilities have never been at a first-class standard. So with the emergence of more young people in the community, we felt it's a good opportunity to build that facility, and having Hanover Company here, we felt that they have the expertise to give us that help. So I'm particularly pleased with the development of this facility and where it looks today, because this ground, when it is completed and grassed, could be one of the best facility in the country.
He says the installation of bleachers to the facility will be a plus for the communities.
You know, we always know that our young people, when you invest in their development, and sports is an important part of their development, you'd always gain reward for it, because your growth of your young people is certainly correlated with the growth of the nation. And we look forward. I want to compliment the attempt of the drainage, because we all know one of the reasons that Queen's Park is seen as one of the better grounds in the region is that when rain falls in Queen's Park, it doesn't settle. So rain falls, and in a couple of hours, you can start playing sports day again because of that drainage facility. So.
Meanwhile, Coordinator of Sports, Curlum Peters, gave a progress report on the developments.
As a matter of fact, I must say that the grass is being planted presently. I had a team here for 3 days in this week already. They will be here for the next 2 weeks. We're planting grass that we took out from Vendome, and if you look on the field, we see some areas, and we're also applying vertical grass on the area. We're hoping to get some seeds by next 2 weeks that we can also tune the area. The beautiful thing about here, rain is falling, so we expect the field to be grassed in properly, but it will take a little time, you know.
He says the next phase of the project is concreting some of the drains to ensure the proper irrigation of the field.
and also look at some of the costing for the lights and some of the bleachers. So we are working with the community, and we are not only looking at the field, we are also looking at upgrading the basketball court with proper lighting. Sports is an integral part of the community development and for growth of the persons here in sports. So we are and whole nation good. So we're making sure that the facility is up to date, so we help develop better sportsmen and sportswomen in this area.
And that's it for sports. The program on the Globe is next. We begin the program on the Globe in St. Lucia, while frontliners have begun receiving the first shots of the AstraZeneca COVID-19 vaccine. On Wednesday, the St. Lucian Health Ministry officially rolled out the National COVID-19 Immunization Program. A nurse in St. Lucia was the first to receive the AstraZeneca vaccine as the country reels from an onslaught of the COVID-19 pandemic. As of Wednesday, active cases stood at 233, with the death toll at 25. We get details on the vaccination rollout in this report.
Nurse Julieta Cassius has become the first person in St. Lucia to receive the first dose of the AstraZeneca COVID-19 vaccine. On Wednesday, the Health Ministry administered the first doses of the COVID-19 vaccine to nurses, doctors, fire and police officers. The historic event was streamed live via NTN, the Government of St. Lucia's Facebook page and YouTube channel. Nurse Cassius, who contracted the virus in March 2020, says she decided to take the shot for added protection for others and herself. Dr. Stephen King was the first doctor to get the shot. He believes that the vaccine is the only way to bring the pandemic under control. First responders in the fire service are charged with responding to suspected COVID-19 cases. Fire officer Fernando James revealed that it has been a challenging time handling both COVID-19 cases and executing regular duties. While fire officers attend to COVID-19 cases, police officers are responsible for enforcing COVID-19 protocols. Superintendent of Police Mashama Sili urges others to take the vaccine. The COVID-19 AstraZeneca vaccine is to be administered in 2 shots. Vaccinated individuals will receive a certificate to indicate the date for the next shot. The second is due 8 to 12 weeks after the first jab. Gina Filippi, HCS News Force.
Dr. Vincent Adams, former director of the Environmental Protection Agency in Guyana, is of the view that ExxonMobil should be shut down for violation of flaring agreements brokered between the country and the oil conglomerate. More in this report from Wendell Badri.
Dr. Adams made those statements during a virtual press conference on Wednesday hosted by the Alliance for Change. The former EPA boss said that the oil conglomerate is taking its size and past the country, and that this stance became clearly visible when the corporation's country manager, Alistair Routledge, said that Exxon, and I quote, could take its money elsewhere, end quote. That statement by Routledge was made in August 2020 against the backdrop of local authorities not being able to efficiently approve a field development plan for the Payara well. Dr. Adams posited that what Exxon is getting away with here would have been impossible in the United States.
Why is this only occurring in Guyana? And I can tell you it's occurring because they're getting away with it. They cannot do this kind of nonsense in the United States because they would be shut down. After 48 hours of flaring, they'll be shut down completely.
Adams, who once held a very senior position with the United States government, posited that the oil giant is taking advantage of Guyanese since it pushes the narrative that the country is in need of its money, given the setbacks by COVID-19, among other economic impacts.
You guys need it. Things bad in your country. You got COVID, and so you need it. So that's the kind of stuff that they're peddling. But we should be shutting them down completely.
He further stoked the proverbial fire by alluding to the fact that if the country was to take a tougher stance against the mega oil corporation, it would get its act together and begin complying with measures outlined to ensure not only the safety, but also the best possible returns for the country and its citizens.
I guarantee if you shut them down, see how quickly they're going to solve this problem and getting it going. And that's the only reason why they're continuing to operate, is because we're not giving them the ultimate penalty.
Dr. Adams was unrelenting in his position that ExxonMobil should be handed stiffer penalties for violations of any nature, while also referencing that fines, which currently amount to 1 million Ghana dollars, is a minuscule measure to keep the oil giant in check. Vice President Barrett Jagdeo at a recent press conference had advocated fines as a measure to hold the conglomerate's feet to the fire in response to questions by media operatives as to what penalties could be instituted for violations committed by the company. Dr. Adams' statements comes on the heel of revelations that ExxonMobil continues to flare unwanted gas from its operation in the Stabroek block, notwithstanding the environmental impacts associated with the practice. Information in the public domain suggests that Ghana is ranked number 5 globally in terms of pollution per capita, given its recent flaring activities. This at a time when the country is seeking to develop more environmentally sustainable practices from which it might be able to generate additional income. Wendell Badri, HGB Nightly News.
And that's the program.
Headline: Hermitage residents Keon Joseph charged with arson following a domestic dispute. 300 public officers received COVID-19 vaccination AstraZeneca, with few reporting mild side effects. Hope St. Louis prepares to undergo corrective surgery for toe walking. Another offer rejected by trade unions following Friday's meeting with the Labour Commissioner. PWU says they want their salary increase by May, while government says payment by December. In around the globe, frontline workers have begun receiving the first shots of AstraZeneca COVID-19 vaccine in St. Lucia. And in sports, Prime Minister Dr. Keith Mitchell pays visit to Willis Playing Field, while Coordinator of Sports Colon Peters gives a progress report on the developments. If you missed any part of this newscast, a repeat of it will be broadcast at 10 o'clock tonight. Continue to follow us online at or on GBN Television Facebook page and YouTube channel for these and other top stories. I'm Trellona Charles. That's the news. We'll see you again. Good night.
Friendly faces, sweet exotic fruits, fresh